Hello, playing that song again. Love this song. Not sure how it's coming off in the volume. I'm gonna turn it down. Love that song though. Alright, so here we go again. This is Mike Colleen, Cracked Female Code. And this is about what is cracked female code. Excuse me, my nose itches. So what is cracked female code? Well, let's start out with what it's not. It's not about lines. It's not about tips. Even though I'm doing these videos, I don't like to do tips because that's a very left brain male way of thinking, and that disconnects her from her mating system and it turns her off. And you got to remember, it also disconnects her from her emotions and feelings. The right brain is the emotional processor, which is connected to your heart area, your emotions and your feelings. So when guys try to impress girls and they try to be like this and Mr. Strong and linear guy, you're actually disconnecting her and she gets very bored. The right brain is about details and stimulation and emotions and emotionally fulfilling experiences. And that's what women want from you, or at least want to experience with you. And here's the thing, it's done through communication. I had a client that says, well, if it's all about communication, I've got my master's degree in communication from, I think it was USC or UCLA or something like that. I'm like, no, not proper English, not left brain logical rules, structure English and communication. It's the opposite. He goes, well, what do you mean? I go, it's right brain. It's about description in detail. I go, it's kind of poetic, actually. It can be poetic, but don't get it confused with poetry, guys. It can be very poetic, but you can talk everyday communication, but it's the right brain language. It's literally the internal language. So what is it? Number one, it is a different foreign language to the male brain. It's the right brain internal language versus the left brain external language, which if you watch my other videos, I explain in detail. B, it's about understanding. It's about understanding her, and that is a huge thing that guys are like, what does understanding have to do? It has everything. A woman is not going to open up emotionally if she doesn't feel that you understand her mentally and emotionally and physically and sexually. Because when a woman opens up, she's very sensitive. When she opens up from her mind, her mental, or logic, and opens up emotionally, before she does that, she has to know that you are understanding. And see, a lot of guys, oh, I'm understanding. No, you have to understand her from her perspective. I guarantee you, when I shift you into your right brain in my course, you will see everything in a different way. And I've had clients call me and say, oh my God, my mom was doing this when I was a kid. She said A, but I thought she meant B, and she'd get mad at me. And I guarantee you this. You will have memory after memory after memory from your high school teacher, girlfriend, mom, women, all the way up to date to, oh my God, I completely misunderstood what they were saying. It's like, yeah, because you're in the different part of your brain. We need to open you up to the other side. So number one, it's about understanding. Communication and understanding. That equals love. So the right brain communication plus understanding from her perspective equals love. Once you have love, that leads to sex. That's where a lot of guys are kind of like, wait, is this a pickup course or not? It's both. It's better than a pickup course. It's about communication and understanding. And the fun thing about it is a lot of guys are like, but you're not doing anything. You're right, I'm not. I'm not doing tricks. I'm not doing lines. I'm being natural. I'm going to teach you how to reconnect to your inside, your emotions and feelings. Because most men are so left brain. The left brain is the external brain. You're literally disconnected from your emotions and feelings. And you communicate in a very logical left brain, disconnected, unfeeling kind of way. But you're not aware of it because you're used to being that way. So a lot of times women say, just be yourself. And, oh, okay, I am. No, actually you're not. I'm going to teach you how to connect literally with yourself. Okay? That's why it's called myself, inside. When you learn how to do that, all the thinking and memorizing, remember the left brain is really good at memorizing lines and rules, structure and openers. My course doesn't do that. That's why in the beginning a lot of guys are like, well, what are we supposed to do? In the beginning of my course, you're going to be like, okay. It's not until about the 5th or 6th session when you're like, oh, I see where we're going with this. And then the bigger picture opens up. So in the meantime, I'm putting all the details, painting the picture to where you can see it. So what is cracked female code about? It's about love. It's about communication. It's about understanding. It's about shifting to a different part of your brain. It's about learning how to speak an internal language in a way that melts her heart and triggers her mating system to want to have sex with you. It's a very passionate, very romantic thing to do. And it's not about buying things. It's not about paying for dinner. It's not about buying an expensive gift. It's something that's very meaningful to a woman. These things you buy her, cars, a Mustang, a house, a diamond ring, they're nice and they're exciting, but they're emotionally empty. Okay? So I'm going to teach you how to communicate in a way to where when you do give her a gift, it will be meaningful to her. It could be a freaking $10 ring. It could be a card. She'll keep it forever. All right? So what else? The other thing it's about is how our mating systems are wired. So you got to combine all these, the communication, also how they process. I didn't explain that, and I'll explain it in the course. But women process in a different way than we process language and body language. So you also have to learn her body language. All right? So the mating system, as I've said many times, last time I'm going to say it, is connected to her right brain's emotional five senses processor. You have to understand that, because the way most guys try to pick up on women is the way a guy's picked up on, because that's the way you're wired. So you think, well, that's the way she... No, it's not the way she's picked up on. All right? Click subscribe, buy my book at Cracked Female Code, or come in and make an appointment, and let's do a 10-session or 7-session series, and your eyes will be opened. I guarantee it. That's not even a question. All right, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com or CrackedFemaleCode.com. Thank you very much.